Hi, I'm Dr. John Martin with Ivy Family Health Updates, and I'm here today with my brother Dr. Ed Martin, my sister Dr. Catherine Martin, and our special guest, Marcia Weingarden. Marcia is a certified personal trainer and has developed corporate wellness programs around the country, and she's here today to sort of tell us a little bit about wellness and what you can do at home, for a healthy lifestyle.
Great. I think the beginning is, I've worked at this for many, many years, and I think that I've worked with professionals. I've learned from nutritionists, and I have developed a lifestyle that works for me. And that is a lifestyle that incorporates nutrition and exercise. We all live very busy lives. I am working full-time, I have a career, we have family. I've learned to incorporate exercise into my lifestyle. I get up early in the morning because I'm a morning person. And I do bike or I do some kind of exercise in the morning. I do recommend, though, to people who are not early morning people to do your exercise in the evening. I think there's a lot of myths out there as to what is the best time to exercise. And I think to develop a healthy habit, you need to pay attention to your own body rhythm to make it really become integrated into your lifestyle. So since I'm a morning person, I do get up early in the morning and do some exercise, and I alternate between yoga on a videotape because I don't have time to make it to a class. I get out and power walk because I love my dogs and I take them with me. It's a lifestyle. And I incorporate different activities throughout the week. That's the beginning. And there are some times when I'm only exercising for maybe 20 minutes because I have to get out the door to a meeting. But I know that exercising 20 minutes is better than not exercising at all. There are other times where my schedule will allow for me to be able to exercise for an hour, and I do an hour. But that's not that often. So I have found that that's a system that works for me. Nutritionally, I do eat small meals throughout the day. And I really eat from all the different food groups. And I make sure that I do stay away from refined carbohydrates, the white bread, the white rice. I've developed these habits over the years. I began this process very, very slowly. So I really recommend to people that when you make a change in your nutrition or in your diet, that again, it's like the exercise, it's a lifestyle change, nothing abrupt.
Right, so don't just change your whole diet and say, I'm giving up all the foods I love and I'm going to just start eating healthy foods, because I probably won't stick to that.
Exactly. I think if we set these big, huge goals, there's a lot of myths out there that we have to exercise 5 days a week for an hour. Well, not all of us have 5 days, a week for an hour to exercise. And so what happens is they set this big goal and then they don't achieve it. And so they feel the sense of failure and they let it go. Right. If you set smaller goals, whether it's with your exercise or with your nutrition, you're more likely to succeed. And when you meet that one goal, even if you set a goal to get up one morning a week or one evening if you're a night person and exercise for 20 minutes, when you do that, you're going to feel good about yourself. And you'll probably end up doing that twice a week because you've reached a goal, you set something reasonable, and you feel the sense of success.
And when you work on the wellness programs, is like for people at home here, what are the main things just sort of for someone to start with? Because certainly there are a lot of bad habits out there. The fast food, sitting in front of the TV. I mean, we've become a very sedentary. We all say we don't have time to do anything, but a lot of people certainly lead a very sedentary lifestyle, and the eating habits. You go to the restaurant and there's this massive pile of food that people feel obligated to finish. Right. So what are some things that that we can tell people? Okay, start here. Is it give up the fast food or give up the?
I don't really think you tell people to give up anything because I don't think it's realistic. What we say is that maybe one day a week set a goal to walk. Maybe when you're at that fast food restaurant, people are going to go to fast food restaurants. but educating them to what the healthier choices are. So if you go to a fast food restaurant, you've been getting a hamburger with cheese and mayonnaise and bacon, and it's got this big bun. Well, maybe make a healthier choice. Don't stop going there, but maybe choose a salad. Maybe choose a lighter dressing. Make a healthier choice. Have your hamburger maybe once a week, but begin to cut back. Begin to slowly make changes. Increase your activity and start to make wiser choices. Obviously, for all the restaurants, and we all know them, that have huge portions pouring over your plate, we've always said give a visual. The size of your wrist is the amount of protein you really need. And if you make another fist, your vegetables and your carbohydrates. Begin to downsize. Eat half of what's on your plate, and have them bag it. Have them take it home.
Right.
But just make sure that you don't finish that huge portion. If you begin with just cutting back, and that's not even changing what you choose to eat. Even if you stay with the choices that you're used to making and you start to cut back on your portion size, you will see a difference. That one walk a week as a goal and cutting back on that portion size without making drastic food choice changes. Those will come later. But I think those are the beginning steps.
Okay. So is walking, is that what you found is easiest for people who really want to get started with exercise?
We promote walking because it's something that everyone can do, and you can do it wherever you are. Obviously, I'm a big proponent of biking, cross-training, swimming if you like to swim, but walking is something that everyone can do. And the myth that you don't burn as much fat when you're walking as you do running, when you begin to get out there and you get active, you will increase your cardiovascular endurance, your muscles will get stronger, it will happen. So it's an activity that's available to you no matter where you live, whether you're very overweight and certain activities may not be as comfortable for you. So that's why we begin with walking. And it's social. It's something that you could do with your husband, your wife, your child, a co-worker. You could get out during the day at lunch and take a walk. So we really begin there.
All right. Very good. Any other?
No, that sounds great. More realistic goals. I think that's a huge problem that we point out.
Yeah.
People goals are unrealistic.
Whenever I'm lecturing, I go, so what brought you here? And you'll see these executives, and some of them are just, they don't look the healthiest, some do. But they'll all say, well, I really want to be exercising 7 days a week, and I need to get in an hour, and it's like they're already overwhelmed, and it's not realistic. So I find that with the first task we take them through, and I sort of call it their journey, is to just take baby steps. Because when they don't meet that goal, then they feel like a failure. So if you get that one walk in and you start to cut back, forget making food choices, you feel like you're doing something without shocking your system. It's got to be more gradual for people, for them to stick with it, I think.
And what percentage of people stick with their wellness programs, do you think? Is it hard to keep people?
It's very hard to keep people motivated, and I think one of the keys to a successful wellness program, whether it's for the community or in a corporate setting, is that there has to be this ongoing support. And we do it through a lot of different avenues, whether there's online communication between employees and us who are providing the wellness program, whether it's coaching, whether you hire a personal trainer. That motivational piece, I talk and I really promote the buddy system. Do this with friends. I think that's why some of these shows on TV, The Biggest Loser, or these teams, motivate people. Not that philosophically The Biggest Loser is, that's a big extreme. But the camaraderie, and if you do it in a group. We also have group challenges that we do in corporations, and it's fun for different departments to compete against each other. And it's that support. It's the support. So it really needs to be ongoing motivation for success.
Very good.
Ready?
Thank you, Marcia. We happen to be a fairly fit foursome, so the lucky four. But I think it's important for people at home really to, start taking control and really set some goals and
take the
And
baby
work on them,
steps.
yeah.
Mhm.
all right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank